Okay, so the next question. This one I don't get very often. I think I've only had it twice, but I thought I'd cover it anyway because it was kind of interesting. And the question was, if I convert my organ to a MIDI console using your products, how long will they last? Okay, so when will I need to replace them? What's the expected lifespan of the products? And the answer is, well, it's pretty much infinite, really. There are no moving parts in the products. The moving parts are your keyboards and your switches. And as far as the actual electronics is concerned, there is nothing to go wrong. Alright, that's pretty much like saying, well, if I buy a new TV, it's going to last forever. Well, obviously it's not going to. But the things that make electronic things fail are generally high temperatures, high voltages, and in the case of things like TVs, not so much now with the LED ones, but with the earlier TVs which had the fluorescent backlights, things that can wear out like the fluorescent tubes in the backlight of the TV. There is nothing like that in the MIDI products that we're talking about here. They don't get hot, they don't carry any kind of high power, and there's no moving parts. So I would expect that if you do a conversion and you do it well, so that all the wiring is nicely tied up and all of the solder connections are good and they're all heat shrinked and insulated properly and everything's done nicely, I would expect it to last many tens of years. In fact, I'm almost certain that your keyboard switches or motorized stops or anything else like that is going to fail first. So that's what I think about that. That's my answer, really. And all of the products that we sell obviously come with the standard 12-month guarantee. And if I'm installing them, as I have done for a number of you guys in the UK certainly, if I'm installing them, then my work comes with a 12-month guarantee, but I would actually expect it to last considerably longer than that. If you install it yourself, obviously it's down to you as to how good a job you make of the wiring and everything else, but provided you do it half nicely, I would expect that you're not likely to have to replace anything for many tens of years. So the original organ circuitry, most of them now are kind of 30, 40, 50 years old or more in some cases, and it's kind of got to the point where things aren't working as well as they once did, which is why we're changing it over a lot of the time for the to be MIDI instead of its original sound generation electronics. But those electronics have lasted that amount of time, and in the design of those organs from those eras far away or far back in time, there were higher voltages used, and the manufacturing processes for the electronics were not as reliable as they are today. So I would expect it to certainly last longer than the original organ lasted. So I hope that explains that.